Hi everyone. Today we're going to do the LCHF coconut rice. This is once again from Dr. Uma Swaminathan's cookbook, LCHF Opos Veg Recipes. And this is all about low carb, high fat. So I'm going to share this recipe as soon as I start layering. I'll come back to this, but we'll get started. That's my 2-liter magic pot, and I'm going to put in about 3 teaspoons of water that I have measured out, and then I will add about 3 teaspoons of coconut oil. And it's winter here in Dallas, Texas, so my coconut oil is in a solid form, which should be okay because we're just layering it. We're also adding 1 teaspoon of ghee, and this is for flavor. And then we're going to put 10 curry leaves. I didn't really measure that out, but it's about 10 curry leaves. And 2 teaspoons of green chilies. I'm adding a little more because I like spicy, so you can add this per your convenience. So there's a lot more green chilies in here. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of ginger that I have grated. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. And some hing. You can add up to half a teaspoon if you want. Mine is a little strong, so I'm adding a little less. And then I'm going to put 2 cups of cauliflower rice. So this is cauliflower rice that I get pre-shredded in the local stores, but you can also take a cauliflower and run it in the food processor till it looks like this. So I'm putting about 2 cups of cauliflower rice. I'm going to spread it out a little bit and then close it. And then we're going to cook it on high for about 2 whistles or 4 minutes. So I'm going to share while this is cooking. I want to show you this recipe again. So the way Dr. Uma has her cookbook laid out, it's by day she has a lunch and dinner recipes. So what we're doing today is, if you have the cookbook or if you're following along, what we're doing today is the Thursday lunch, which is coconut rice. It's a eggplant or katrika curry, and then there is also a pavaka pitle. So I may be doing 2 of these today, and I will of course link all the videos once they're done to showcase the daily lunch. But this one is mostly recipes that uses shredded vegetables, shredded cauliflower, shredded broccoli, shredded bottle gourd. So you can substitute the cauliflower with any of that. And so let's just quickly look at this recipe. So I did 3 teaspoons of water, 3 teaspoons of coconut oil, 1 teaspoon of ghee. So that gives you the high fat, the coconut oil and the ghee. And then added a layer of curry leaves. This is to prevent any sort of burning. Green chilies, ginger, salt, and hing. And then I spread the 2 cups of cauliflower rice. Now cauliflower rice, as I said, if you're living in the US, you can get it in Costco, you can get it in Trader Joe's. Pretty much most grocery stores have it, but otherwise you can also take a full head of cauliflower, break it into small pieces, run it in a food processor until it resembles. I don't recommend using a blender because that might make it mushy, but using a food processor or a vegetable chopper should give you the consistency. Cook it on high for 2 whistles or 4 minutes. Release pressure, and then I'm going to mix in 1 cup of fresh coconut flakes, and then I have the bottled tadka, and then peanuts or cashews depending on what you like. So that's kind of what we're doing here. And what I have here is saying you can replace the cauliflower with cabbage. You can put, instead of coconut flakes, you can use 3 teaspoons of lemon juice to make lemon rice. You can also put sambar powder, tamarind paste, and make it into a sambar rice or even vatakorma rice. So I may try that out. I will try that out. I have tried it out, but I can share that video too when I do it next. The vatakorma rice, which actually is really, really tasty with the cauliflower rice. And then, of course, it goes really well with any curry or any sabzi. So we're waiting for the pressure to build. We're waiting for the pressure to build. Just one whistle. I'm going to wait for another whistle. So as I said, if you have purchased this book already, it's available on Amazon. You can follow these by day, and then there's also, you can kind of plan your shopping list, plan your menu, and that'll really help understand what you want to do for a daily recipe. That's my second. I'm going to shut this off and then release the pressure. So I'm going to let it dry a little bit because you can see there's some water content, and that's come out from the salt and the. So I'm going to wait a little bit before I add the coconut to this. But just give it a little bit of time. You may also try to drain the water, but I think it typically will dry up in a little bit of time. I'm going to get the bottle tadka in the meantime. A little more spice. Mix that up. You can see that the cauliflower rice is pretty separate. I mean, it looks very separate, which is what we want to see. We don't want to see a mush. Then I'm going to add coconut as per your discretion. It is getting a little better. Of course, when you spread it out on a plate and leave it, it'll actually, the water will actually go away, because I have tried this before, and the water content actually just gets absorbed. So you don't need to heat it again. It's just pretty much good the way it is. So that's your Opos low carb, high fat coconut rice. Do try it out and give me your feedback. Thank you.